It all starts with a sound.
You know the one, that gentle, peaceful hum of summer? It's the sound of a bee, just doing its thing, moving from one flower to the next.
Well, it turns out that gentle sound is kind of like an invitation into a hidden world of unbelievable abilities, complex societies, and secret signals that literally shape our entire planet.
So, let's pull back the curtain and take a look at the secret world of bees.
First, we're going to zoom all the way in on a single bee, because this tiny creature is a biological masterpiece packed with some serious superpowers.
To start with, their senses operate on a totally different level than ours. And you can really see that when you just look at the numbers.
Yep, you heard that right, 5 eyes. They've got the 2 big compound eyes on the sides of their head, which are amazing for spotting movement. But then they have 3 smaller, simpler eyes right on top that help them with navigation and sensing sunlight.
And you know that buzzing sound? That's not a voice. That's the sound of their tiny wings beating up to 230 times every single second. It's a tiny engine moving faster than our eyes can even process.
Okay, but this one might be the most mind-bending of all. Bees perceive the world way, way faster than we do. Their brains process images about 300 times faster than ours. So to a bee, our world looks like it's in super slow motion. It's why trying to swat one is pretty much impossible.
And their vision opens up a whole hidden layer of reality. See, bees can see ultraviolet light, something we humans can't. And in that light, a lot of flowers have these secret patterns on them, kind of like glowing landing strips on a runway, guiding the bees right to the sweet stuff.
And it just keeps getting weirder. A bee can actually taste with its feet, so it knows instantly if a flower is worth visiting. They can recognize and remember human faces. They navigate using the sun as a compass, even when it's cloudy. And get this, they can even sense the tiny electric fields that flowers give off.
So, a single bee is pretty incredible. But what happens when you get thousands of these marvels together? Well, that brings us to the hive, a collective intelligence that works just like a bustling, living city. And inside this city, one of the most amazing forms of communication in the whole animal kingdom is happening all the time. It's called the waggle dance. And it's not just some random wiggle, it's a really sophisticated language. So how in the world does it work? Well, the angle of the dance tells the other bees which direction to fly in relation to the sun. Then, the longer the bees waggles, the farther away the food is. It's basically a living GPS system, communicated through dance, all in the complete darkness of the hive.
And this little society is incredibly structured. Everyone has a job. You've got the one queen, whose only job is laying up to 2,000 eggs a day. Then there are the female workers. They do everything else, but only live for about 6 weeks in the summer. And finally, you have the male drones, whose only purpose in life is to mate.
Altogether, a big summer hive can have up to 80,000 bees, and they coordinate so perfectly that scientists don't even see them as individuals anymore. They call the whole colony a superorganism because it acts like one single living thing, with each bee willing to sacrifice itself for the good of the whole.
Okay, so we've seen the bee, we've seen the hive. For our last part, let's zoom all the way out because we need to understand why this tiny insect has such an enormous impact on our world.
This is the number that matters most to us. 1/3. Think about that. About 1/3 of all the food we eat only exists because of pollinators like bees. From apples and almonds to the crops that feed our livestock, our entire food supply depends on their tireless work. They are a true keystone species. And this partnership between bees and the world, it's ancient. We're talking 100 million years ancient. The oldest bee fossil we've ever found means they were buzzing around when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Our own relationship with them goes way back too. We have cave paintings from 9,000 years ago showing humans harvesting honey.
But today, this ancient, vital partnership is in real trouble. Bees are facing this perfect storm of threats: pesticides, losing their habitats, a changing climate messing with the flowers, and horrible parasites like the varroa mite. Which kind of brings us full circle, right back to where we started. That sound we all know, that gentle buzz. It's not just some background noise. It's the sound of a healthy planet working. It's the sound of life itself. So the next time you hear it, maybe just for a second, think about the incredible secret world behind that sound. Because that buzz is tied directly to our own survival. Which leaves us with one last really important question to think about.